Good morning, lovelies. Good morning, all my people. Good morning. So today we are going to be working on reading Proverbs 11 of 14. And the reason we're doing Proverbs 11:14 is because we have yesterday declared victory over Trump getting in office. So we're going to be doing all of these all the way up till he takes office. So this came from, this is not mine. I don't claim it to be. This is from, what is it called? Garmentsofsplendor.com. Garmentsofsplendor.com. And you can go there and get some printouts like this. It has 25 days of scripture that you can follow, and it has a summertime one also, and it has a bunch of different cute little sticker printouts that you can do for Bible journaling. Really cute stuff. So I'll link that in the description below, like I did my last video as well. So I got that from this. So we will be working on Proverbs, or reading Proverbs. He has 13 days. So from today is 13 days. So we'll be working up the line. Tomorrow we'll be doing 12. He'll have 12 days. It'll be Jeremiah 1:19. Sorry. And then 11 will be Isaiah 63 of 1. So it's all scriptures that pertain to victory. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And we're just going to kind of go from there. So today we are on Proverbs 11 of 14. And it says, "For lack of guidance, a nation falls, but many advisors make victory sure." So I thought that was kind of a nice little victory scripture. And so then I started a little bit of Bible journaling on here. I have a little I don't know if it's a White House or not, but it's kind of sort of looks like a cake. And I just kind of have a little flag there. It's kind of hard to see when it's just sketched. And then some roses, because I love drawing roses. And then it says, "Together with others, you can win." And then president. So what it means, this scripture, what it means is it's always nice to have guidance. Lack of guidance makes a nation fall. So that means in guidance, in whatever it is you want to do, it's nice to have guidance. If you ask God for guidance, if you ask a coach to be your guide, if you ask, a teacher to be your guide, some sort of a guide. And Trump is our president, he's a president-elect right now. He's going to be our president. And so we ask in him for guidance, right? So it's just, it says, "Reach for the skies, win and love victory." Proverbs 11 of 14. So I'm going to color this in a little bit towards the end of my video. And I'm also going to share with you some other little reading that I have picked out for you today. And it is in this book, the one that I've been sharing all week. And let's see, I think we have one that just kind of, to have faith, it says, to have faith. We have the God-given ability to believe, to have faith in God, in ourselves, and in our fellow man. Christ has told us, "According to your faith, be it unto you." What a wonderful promise in those words. We have only put our problems before him with a humble and faithful heart, and to believe with the simple faith of a child. And we are promised his guidance and help. If our problems are big, then our prayers should be equally big. And the minute we believe that he has answered our prayers, they have been answered. Perhaps not as we wanted or expected, but answered nevertheless. And they are right answers too. Norman Vincent Peale. And then he may have other work in I Will Lift Up Mine Eyes. I will lift up mine eyes. So Hallmark edition. So he might have other work out there. You can kind of go and, some of these are really nice little sayings in this book, but you can also go and try to find these people or these authors of these words, and maybe they have another book out or whatever, and you can get more literature maybe on them. So that's kind of nice. And then I also have this book here. It's an old book. I have no idea. It's a Catholic book, Religion, Doctrine, and Practice. And it doesn't have a face on it, and it only starts on page 13. I kind of put a little bit of a spine back together. It was falling apart. This is the back of the book, but it doesn't have its cover. And it has an index. It's really frail. It's really like kind of dry rotted, to tell you the truth. I don't know how old the book is, but it is a really, really old book. It just says Religion and Doctrine. So that must be the name of the book, Religion and Doctrine. But I don't have the first, many pages. I don't have that, and I just kind of put it back together. It has a lot of good work in this book, a lot of good things in this book. It really explains Christ. It really explains the about God. A lot of different interesting things I found in this book. And today I'm just going to read a little bit, because it says, how does God show his goodness? And it's a question. And so here's how it answers. It goes, God shows his goodness by giving us this beautiful world to live in, by taking care of us in body and soul, by showering his graces and favors upon us day by day, and preparing a place for us in heaven. And then it says an A after that in parentheses. It says God's mercy. God shows his mercy by not deserting us when we sin, and by receiving us back to his love when we repent. But merciful God, as God is, we must not presume upon his goodness, for he will not be mocked. And then it kind of goes on about the application. We can never be sufficiently grateful for being allowed to know the true God and to serve him. We shall never be able to repay him for what he has done for us. If we only thought more often of him, his greatness and perfections, our lives would be quite different. And then it has like a little exercise there. So I don't know if this was maybe a book that they were like teaching in the Catholic school, or Catholic, must have been school, I would think. But I'm not real sure. I don't know how old the book is. It seems very, very old. And I really don't know exactly. I think I got the book like from I don't want to say, because I don't really know. I may have gotten the book from like way back when I was divorced, I was buying lots of things from auctions and just having a lot of fun. And I would get different things like this, like in a box of stuff. So I don't know if it came from there. I don't know if maybe I bought it at a resale shop. I really don't know. But it has so much good stuff. This morning I was also reading in here, and it like really explained, the differences in God. And it was like so awesome that it was like spelled out. So like, who is God? And then it goes on to, I think it was here. Where is it? Talks about God is unchangeable. But I wanted to maybe just hit on a little bit. What do we mean by saying that God is almighty? Give me 1 second here. Maybe it's over here. Where they talk about, we call God infinite, which means without limit, because he has all perfections, and in him they are without bound or limit. It talks about God eternity, how God is eternal. And with God there is no past or no future. God's self-existence. Self-existence. But there was an explanation. I wish I could find it. I thought it was... I'll have to find it. Where it talks about God in three... where it talks about his... I don't see it right now. I'll have to go back and find it. I'll have to go back and find that, what I wanted to share with you about how they break it down, like God and the Father and all that. They break it down, and it's really interesting. It's like really spelled out. I'll find it. I'll find it another time. So we're going to go ahead and just do our little doodling here, a little bit of color. And towards the end of the little journal today, little Bible journaling today, we're going to, I'm going to share with you one of my books. I'm going to show it to you and share it with you so you can see. And if you're coloring along, go ahead and, start doodling, start doing your coloring. If you're working right along with me, let me know in the comments if you're working right along with me. And we are coloring in our design here that we've created. I tried to create sort of like a little building, like a White House, but it didn't turn out anything like what the White House looks like, but it's kind of in reference to, let's put it like that. It's kind of in reference, but But yeah, I did a lot of little roses here. I love doing that. Yeah, and usually I read a little bit longer scripture, but I'm going along with what this, the little worksheet says. So we're doing that, all about victory, right? We all want to focus on the victory he's had, on what Trump's had, the victory he's had. And kind of rejoice in his win, right? Where the world can become greater, where the world can practice religion, where the world is more at peace. We all want that, don't we? We all want to live in peace. We want to live just normal lives. You can start to see some of the roses coloring in. I tell you, my pencil is getting really low. I left my sharpener out there in the den. So I'm having a good day. How about you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are having a good day. Maybe some of you are shoveling snow and working through that darn snowstorm. We got a little bit of snow last night. I live way north, and we got a little bit of snow last night. Maybe not even an inch. It was probably, I would say, maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch last night. I don't think it's quite an inch. So it's really basically like a little dusting, right? So I do have to clean off my car when I get done here. I did good the last couple days. I did ride my bike. It's been so cold, I didn't want to get out and walk. But I did get on my bike. I think I did 4 miles the day before. And yesterday, I think I did 3. So I'm going to try to get on there a little bit today during the day. And then I'd like to get on there a little bit at night. So I break it up a little bit because it's so hard to get back used to riding a bike. You know, even if it's a stationary bike. I don't know, the seat is just so hard on your butt. On your buns. So it like hurts. It's like sore. I guess you're working the muscles though, right? Isn't that what it says? Like when you're really working your muscles, then it kind of gets fatigued. I have one video that I did a few days ago, and it's getting a lot of views. I don't know what I put in there that was so appealing to people. It's just normal stuff, you know. But yeah, it's really doing quite well. But I'd love to grow this channel. So if you're on here and you do like listening and you do like following along with me, I would encourage you to put a heart in the comments. Put something in the comments. Say hello. And you could also subscribe. That would be nice. Nice gesture. Nice to have you around. So I have a really tiny little pencil I'm penciling in. And this green, this color green is kind of like, I don't know, it kind of looks a little bit vintage, this green. I don't know, kind of like an olive color, I guess. And it's like just about out. It's having a hard time getting any green out of here. I'm surprised the colored pencils do write on this transfer paper, which is nice. So yeah, so I'm just having a real good day. I've been cleaning up some Christmas stuff. I've been putting things away a little bit. I had a big arrangement, fresh arrangement on my island here, and it's sitting in fresh water since the 28th. It's like, I need to get this out of here. So I did get that cleaned up and out of here. And I just put a regular plant in that basket. No more fresh in there for now. But it was really beautiful. I put deer in there, and I put a gold star and some gold balls, and it really looked amazing. My house looked really nice this year for Christmas. I decorated. I didn't go all out, but I did decorate quite a bit. My son said, yeah, I thought you were just going to do a little bit. And then I ended up doing a little bit more than just a little bit. So, but he's like, it looks nice, Mom. It looks nice. So that's good. So I have a lot to take down. My husband doesn't want me to take down the tree until after his birthday. So his birthday's coming up in January. And so is my son's birthday, my youngest son. His birthday's coming up in January as well. So I was like, I'm going to leave it up to your birthdays. And then, what was I going to say? And then my Austin, it's his birthday. And he said, I'm going to leave my tree up to my birthday too at my house. And I was like, oh, nice. So, very good. I don't know. It just makes the house feel a little festive. When you take it down, it just seems so like, I I don't know, you kind of get the Christmas blues a little bit. I think I do a little bit. So it's like, you know, you go through all that hard work and it's nice to leave it up for a while. But yeah. Very nice. I tried to make like a number one, like gold, like Trump loves gold, but I only had a yellow, so it'll have to do. I don't have anything really gold. Nope. There's maybe a little bit of one. Let's see what this does. Oh. I don't know if it makes it more gold or if it makes it more, I think it does. We'll pretend it does. How you like that? We'll pretend it does. There, I think it does look more gold, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It looks more antique-y, vintage too. Kind of goes along with the pink and the green. So we'll leave it like that. Let's see what else we're gonna color in. We're gonna leave the white, supposedly the White House. We're gonna leave that. And I don't know if this, I don't want to color this flag in the wrong way. So I think I'm just going to, I don't know, just gonna do some little lines because I'm not perfectly positive on how that goes. So I'm just gonna kind of flub it a little bit. Almost looks like a stamp actually. Okay, and then we're just gonna color in our victory. What do we want to use? Maybe a little blue victory. Little blue victory. So how are you guys celebrating Trump's win? I mean, you have to really realize that I think it's going to be a nice change, a nice break for our country. I think it's going to really, I think he's going to do good things. I pray, I hope, I really do. I don't know for sure, but I have a good feeling. And then with the thing going on with Canada, it's kind of quite interesting too, isn't it? It's kind of interesting what's going on there. Canadian people are great, man. They're sweet people. I get calls from them every once in a while. I have a couple friends in Canada, and I get a call from them. I just got a call just this week from someone who lives there. And very nice. Nice people. They mean well, they want good things. There we go. So far, so good, right? So far, so good. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Maybe we'll add a little, I don't know. I don't want to add anything too dark. I don't want it to look too dark. Maybe a little orange kind of in the writing here. This is our first day of celebrating his win, I guess, right? If you like the Bible journal and you like to work along with me, it's really nice. I know there's some people that I used to follow online and Bible journal along with them, and I actually enjoyed it. If you just sit here and listen to me, it's probably not as exciting, you know, so. Okay, we put in a little bit of orange. I think we need to maybe bring the orange over here into the building. I think it's a building. I tried to make it. I wasn't sure what I was making, actually. But the more I look at it, it does look like a building. Maybe it's a side view of the Capitol or White House. I don't know which, but not perfect, of course. Not perfect. Not perfect, but it's a good one. So it's nice to have guides, either by having a president, having some sort of a coach, some sort of a teacher, some sort of a guide, if you want to be your very best. And coaches are great. I will never say that coaches are not great. Coaches are great, but you have to find a good one, because there's a lot of them out there. And I will tell you this from experience and from paying them. Some of them will reel you in for you to pay them, and then you won't get what you want out of them. They can't deliver on what they promised to deliver. And that is a fact. What I've found. That's my opinion, my own personal opinion. That's what I've found. So you have to be very careful that you listen to them and you get in writing exactly what they're promising you. You know, because I've been ripped off a couple times now, so beware. Just beware. A lot of people are out there for the money part of it, not for the help that they claim to give you. So you just be cautious of that and make sure that you know what it is they're going to deliver on, right? Okay, I think I'm finished. And then we can write the date too. So this is our little Bible journaling that we're going to put in here on our Proverbs 11 of 14, was it? Yeah, 14. And then it does go over the page, and I'm going to have to somehow tape these in. I think I might get some Scotch tape and like bring it down. And I might have to fold some of this back for the page. Let me see. If I fold it back and tape it, that would be fine. I could tape it maybe on the side, which would be on this other page. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it'd be on this other page here. Before the writing, so you wouldn't be covering up any of the writing. So if we taped it right there, that would be perfect. I'm going to go find some Scotch tape when I'm done here. And we taped this one and yesterday's one in, so they will be good. Okay, so that's basically all we have today. So we read those and that, and we could also do some sort of a little, if we could find a little prayer. I don't know if there's a prayer we could find. I gave you kind of like a little reading today. Let's find a little prayer. Oh, here might be a good one. What is it? Where did you go? Something just a little. I do want to look in that other book and find what I was talking about. Where did it go? It's a little short. here. This might not be a prayer, but it's kind of like a little, maybe a poem. I don't know. It's Wesley Rule. It's by John Wesley. And it says, do all the good you can by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. It's kind of nice. I don't have my big lights on today. I just have my box light on. It's a little bit dim video, isn't it? Let's see if there's a little prayer. I'm not great at making prayers up in my head. I wish I were better. But practice comes better, right? Like Billy Graham has a lot of writing in this book. Wish they said prayer or poem. Prayer or poem. What's this one? Some of them came from the Holy Bible. Some of these writings people wrote came right out of the Bible. Peacemakers. What is this all about? This is by Billy Graham. Peacemakers. Peacemakers is a noble vacation, but you can no more make peace in your own strength than a mason can build a wall without a trowel, a carpenter build a house without a hammer, or an artist paint a picture without a brush. You must have the proper equipment to be a peacemaker. You must know the peace giver. To make peace on earth, you must know the peace of heaven. You must know him who is our peace. Christ is our peace. His gentle yoke. Jesus said, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you shall find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my load is light. Matthew 11:29, the Holy Bible. So anyway, okay, so we did that and did a couple readings there. I'm still going to try to find this. Now I lost my place completely. Oh, I pulled out my little marker. Now I don't know where that was. It was so interesting in this older book about Christ. Somewhere in here. No, that's about confession. Let me see. Mass. Talks about baptism, matrimony, faith, free gift of God, Apostles' Creed. This is a great book to learn from. Need to read the whole thing from start to finish is what I need to do. This was so interesting how they described Christ. Let's see it. I really lost my way now on this. Darn it. It's around here somewhere. Sorry, guys. It has exercises at each one of these chapters. Oh, wow. Oh, maybe that's it. I think that's the page. Let's see. Talks about God knows all the secrets of the heart. He is unchangeable. God in spirit. Why do we call God infinite, which means without limit? We read that. God's eternity we call eternal because he had no beginning and will have no end, and because he can never change. He always was, is, and ever shall be before the mountains were made or the earth and the world was formed. For eternity and to eternity thou art God. With God there is no past or future. All is present before him. God's self-existence. God is self-existent. But it really broke it down where it talked about God the Father, the Holy Spirit, like he's three. God is the supreme being, the Lord, ruler of the universe. I don't want to get it wrong, so I don't want to say what I think, but where I saw it. Darn it. Well, I'll find it for tomorrow's video. And if you're interested in that, come back and check out tomorrow's video. I'm going to also share with you the book that I've been putting in the description below. So this is one of my books. This is Moving Beyond Heartbreak. So this is a poetry journal. And I wrote this for people who have had loss. So it tells a little bit about myself. And it tells, it has like journaling pages, like my daily thoughts, where you can do like journaling pages. You can write in here like a journal. You can write about your thoughts, write about the things that hurt you and the disappointments you have had. List one thing you want better next time. And then it also has like, here's the first little poem. It has a poem, and then it has a little schedule thing here that you can, a little daily planner. You can plan out like for the time. You put notes in here. your mood, what to do, different to-do list or whatever. And then it goes on. It has a little my checklist. It has a checklist here, and I'll read it to you. It is my checklist. I no longer take their text messages. I no longer answer their calls. I no longer cry for them. I no longer want to spend time with them. I am finished with them completely. I am enjoying spending time with myself. I have found new hobbies that I love. I feel totally happy with my progress. I am looking forward to the new kind of love. And then it has a, this is the checklist, and then it has another poem that I wrote here. And so each one of these pages is, you know, how you can write about how the poem relates to you, how you can fill that in, and then again, my daily thoughts. And it goes on throughout the book with a poem, and then how the poem relates to you, maybe your loss, whatever it is you want to write about. And then it just keeps going on. So all of these pages, it has where you can write about it. You can read the poem. Each poem is different. Each poem is related to loss, not related to loss, just different variety of poems. And then you can just kind of work through this and help you to get to a place where you are not feeling so sad and so lonely and things. So it could be that you've lost someone dear to you recently, or it could be that you went through divorce, or you went through, you know, a breakup. But it is just full. You can see how much. It's just full of poetry. Here's a nice long poem. This one is about sewing and about calico material. This one is about Earth's thirst. Sunshine in the daytime is like drying our thirst. Water to humans is like quenching a thirst. Dirt to a gardener is living with soul's earth. Sunshine on the horizon is like one big burst. Breaking up for many seems like one big curse. And love for humans is the reason for this earth. Never go a day without quenching your thirst. So that was that poem there. That was on page 100. And then you can go ahead and write about it, what you thought about it, and how it relates to you. Maybe your loss, maybe how you can get grounded in earth again to relieve some of your stress. Or this one is about rainbows. This poem is about ignored by sight. Flowers are my favorite. Where should we begin? This one was about our hen. I don't know how this got cut off, but the title for it is on the opposite page. That's a recorrect, right? So I published this myself, so some of it is not exactly perfect, but I try. Passions in the Wind. Let's read this one. Passions in the Wind. The wind is blowing on my back, pushing me to understand an interesting fact, blowing the sensations in my breath, lessons I've learned from engagements unearned, knowing the truth of what I have to give, searching for that way in such I still belong. The wind is blowing on my back, pushing me to open to the light within, expressing within the world so high, floodgates opening in my mind and heart, passions to give and lessons to teach, flourishing my dreams and pushing so deep. With the air at my back and my passions in front, only now can I see the gifts of myself, giving to all who opened up. Passions pour like the wine we drink. My God looking down and giving me a wink. With the wind at my back and the blessings of God, I know that Christ has my back. So there's that one. Some of these are really lovely. Will you be loved? A love vision is to be loved. A lover's feeling is to love another. A lover's touch is to embrace the warmth. A lover's calling is to feel the void you're missing. A lover's look is to express your heart. Will you love? Will you see love? Will you experience love? Will you touch love? Will you be called love? Will you look with love? As a past lover, I see. As a past lover, I feel. As a past lover, I touched. As a past lover, I was called. As a past lover, I saw. Will you be loved? So there's that one. And then, let's see. I no longer long for you. Good luck next time. You deserve the sun. Loving you, loving you. A never-ending love. So there's a long poem about a never-ending love. A tea day. This one might be nice. Let's see here. A tea day. A tea party for you and me is what it used to be. A teammate was always based on our date. A tea for me, a tea for you is how it used to be. Hot tea, cold tea, and flavored tea to go. A tea for me, a tea for you is how it used to be. With covered tables and candles to glow, was tea time to flow. A tea of flavor is sure to be savored. Who would agree that tea is good for you and me? A tea date was proper with servers and such. A tea with herbs was always great for the nerves. A tea for you, a tea for me was a sweet treat to you, see. Tea at home and tea to go can be a date wherever we go. A tea for you and a tea for me is always a fun flow. So there's just a bunch of different poetry in here. And then you can work your way through. But it's just a really nice book. And then it has a picture of me. And then it has a little where I was born, different things like that on the back. So this is the book. It's pretty thick. And yeah, so go ahead and look in the descriptions. I'll put it in the descriptions below. You can go on Amazon and purchase the book directly. And then I do have some other work. I have the other book that is about tailoring and sewing, and you can go and find that book on Amazon. And well, it's called the Art of Tailoring, Step-by-Step Skills to a Career. So you can go ahead and find that book too. And then I do have an ebook of customer service, because I was in business for over 27 years, and I have a customer service ebook. So if you'd like that, you can find that on there as well. So yeah, so thanks so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Go ahead and share this video, would be really nice. I'm trying to grow this business, so if you can help me out by liking and sharing, or putting a heart or a star or a sun or whatever in the comments, that helps with the algorithm of the channel, and I would really appreciate that. So thank you so much, and go ahead and hit the subscribe. I would love to have you here and to make a really nice community out of this channel. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. We're counting down the days, 13 days till Trump takes office. So we're counting down the days, right? So tomorrow will be 12, and then we start with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! All right. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.